Let's talk about it, people. Let's talk about it, people. Let's talk about it, people. Shout out to everybody that's been rocking with me in my last few videos. Shout out to everybody that leave comments. Shout out to everybody that's helping my channel grow with almost 5,000 subscribers, y'all. I appreciate everybody, man. This shit has been hard work, bro. This shit has been hard work. I'm not botting, which I'm not doing any bots and shit like that. I'm not going on other people's channels and fucking telling y'all, hey, come check me out. I'm literally just making content, hoping y'all fuck with me. And some of y'all been fucking with me, and I appreciate that, right? So I'm gonna keep this content coming. And I noticed that a lot of the younger fans and people older too are very interested in the NBA YoungBoy saga that's going on right now, right? We're in the midst of something very great with this young man, dog. That as a hip hop fan, it's very intriguing and exciting to watch. You feel me? Because at this point in my life, I done seen a lot of hip hop phenomenons, right? We had Eminem, crazy times when Eminem was first out ripping and running. You feel me? Like he was doing shit we never seen before, and it was incredible to watch. Right? It was a time to be alive. Right? Then you had his artist 50 Cent. 50 Cent obtained things we never thought an artist could do. 50 still to this day he has the biggest debut in the history of music. Right? His first album is still the biggest debut in the music history. Right? Then after that, short after that, you had the Lil Wayne era. When Lil Wayne came up through mixtapes, just dropping all these crazy verses, getting on so many features that people was Lil Wayne out, right? People was just loving Lil Wayne. Became a phenomenon, right? And then you also had, as of late, the latest Drake. With Drake, he was one of the artists that did a million records the first week. Everybody was obsessed with Drake for a while. And now I think we're entering a new time in hip hop. And that's why it's exciting right now. This is the most exciting time hip hop has been in a long time. This is a very exciting time because I feel like the crown of hip hop is being passed to NBA YoungBoy. I don't even think you can deny it. I think he's literally the new guy. You feel me? I think consistence would say, yo, YoungBoy is the new guy. He's the future. He's the wave. He's where hip hop is going, right? I don't even think that's a hot take that anybody would disagree with. Right? I don't think that's a hot take and anybody would disagree with. But here's what I call fascinating, and I'm gonna leave this up here. I'm gonna question y'all on it. Why is it that his generation and just the people that love his music are comparing him to the GOATs? He's getting these comparisons to Michael Jackson and Tupac. Now, for some people, this shit is like, hell nah. What the hell? He could never be on their level, right? And I get that because I'm a huge Pac fan. Pac, greatest of all time. Michael Jackson, greatest entertainer of all time. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't get offended when the younger audience uh, says he's the new Tupac or he's the new Michael Jackson. The reason I don't get upset with it is because it's really a testament to their legacy, right? That the new guy, the new rapper that everybody loves, that they would compare him to to the old guard. You feel me? It's still greatness in there. I think some people take it the wrong way, like, oh man, that's so disrespectful. He could never touch their level. He'll never sell their records, right? True or not, that doesn't even matter. What matters is that he's doing great within his generation. His generation wants to propel him to being up there, right? And truth be told, that's how it goes. Every generation picks their person, right? Every generation picks their person. My generation, whether I like it or not, they picked Drake. Drake was the guy for my generation, right? For people in their 30s, Drake was our guy, whether we wanted Drake to be our guy or not. For the people in their 20s and the people that's coming up behind that, their guy right now is NBA YoungBoy. No matter how they want to look at it, he's earned that spot. It's nobody 20 and younger that's gonna do the numbers that he's doing. It's no rapper 20 younger that could sell amount of tickets, the amount of albums. Only other person you could compare is Rod Wave. That's the only other person. Like any other rapper, no, they can't compare. They can't compare. The younger rappers, no. The younger rappers, they cool, but they can't compare. They can't compare to NBA YoungBoy. Not the younger rappers, the older rappers, yeah. And see that shows you how great he is. That shows you how great he is, because he's compared to the old greatness. I'm finna put a poll up here, y'all. Give me a second. All right, I just put the poll up there. Yeah, but I just feel like, and when you looking at this new era, hands down, they're saying this is their guy. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not even a question right now. So, you know, I think a lot of people see it, they just like, fuck no. He could never compare to Tupac or anybody like that. I don't think he's supposed to. Honestly, I don't think he's supposed to. I think it's literally a generational thing. When a generation picks an artist, it's up to that artist to take it to that next level to represent that generation. Man, right now, bro, for 80 something, for a dude in the 80s, right? Nobody's topping LL Cool J. For some niggas, nobody's topping LL Cool J, right? You can't do it. There's nothing they can do, right? But you can show stats that say, okay, this person was bigger, that person was bigger, right? That doesn't matter. None of that shit really matters. Every generation has their guy, and it's just about where that guy takes it at, right? So Tupac, Tupac was number one albums, number one movies. You feel me? So now you know what to compare it to. I don't. The Michael Jackson thing. I think that's just people. I think that's just the youth being excited that they have a good rapper, right? I think that's really what it is. Nobody. I think they're just excited of what they see, right? Nobody's ever gonna be anywhere close to Michael Jackson, bro. That shit is impossible. That shit is impossible, bro. I don't even think a human being should ever even try to be as famous as Michael Jackson. I really don't even think you should try. I think Michael Jackson is actually a warning in a lot of ways. I really do. I think Michael Jackson is low key a warning to humanity. Like, bro, we never need nobody to ever be this fucking famous again. Just in my opinion, dog. I think nobody should ever even try to be as famous as Michael Jackson, because it's gonna make you crazy. It's gonna fuck with your mental to a point, bro. Could you imagine if every minute of the day, everybody, not everybody, but a good percentage of the world has you on their mind? Think about that shit. That shit gotta be too much, bro. I'm not talking about a city. I'm not talking about a state. I'm not talking about a country. I'm talking about fucking every place on this goddamn earth. You know what I'm saying? I don't think nobody should ever even try. I don't even think nobody should ever want to be that fucking famous ever again. I think that shit drove Michael Jackson crazy. Michael Jackson couldn't even go to sleep, bro. Remember that nigga said? I mean, they said he said Michael Jackson tranquilizes to go to sleep, bro. I don't think nobody ever should want to be that famous. That shit, it'll blow your mind, bro. Nobody should ever obtain to be that fucking big. I think Michael Jackson, as great as he was, I think he's the pinnacle for greatness as a musician, greatness as an artist. Uh, Tupac, on the other hand, Tupac, I still say this. Tupac, I don't think an artist would ever, or a musician would ever provoke emotion like Tupac. I don't even think it's close. And I like NBA YoungBoy. NBA YoungBoy, he does provoke emotion very well. I would compare NBA YoungBoy more to DMX. Like, to me, that's who I compare him more to. I compare NBA YoungBoy more to DMX. I think that's a more fairer assessment. Cause Tupac, I just think nobody's ever gonna do everything like Pac did, bro. Pac had a gangster side. Pac had a ladies' man side. Pac had an angry side. Pac had a conscious side. Pac had a pain side. Like, he hit every side, right? I don't think you ever gonna see a rapper be able to pull that off, bro. Be able to hit every side, no. Mm-mm. Like, I like Kendrick Lamar, right? Kendrick Lamar, he don't have a gangster side. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like Drake. Drake don't have a gangster side. Drake don't even have a conscious side. Drake is just gonna give you hits. Pac is one of the shit. Pac is probably the only rapper that could do everything. Pac is the only rapper that probably could ever do everything, bro. Pac had a gangster side, he had a lady man side, he had a conscious side, and he had I just don't give a fuck side. I can't think of another rapper that had all those attributes. 50 Cent was a gangster. 50 Cent could be a ladies' man, but 50 Cent never had a conscious side. Never. The closest you could ever say 50 have a conscious side, well, that's not even a conscious side. His spiritual side with that song, God Gave Me Style. That's the closest we ever came to saying 50 has a conscious side, but it's not really a conscious side. It's more of a spiritual side, right? So, I'm just saying, like, for a rapper to be able to cover every instance, we haven't yet to see that. We've yet to see another artist really grasp those heights. You feel me? Like, it's almost impossible, bro. It's almost damn near impossible. But while we on this subject, could there be another rapper? And this is not just for even NBA YoungBoy. Could there be another rapper ever do 1,000,000 records the first week? Somebody made this Mount Rushmore, right? And it had the only 4 rappers to ever do 1,000,000 records in 1 week, right? And you had, of course, Eminem, who did it 3 times. You have Lil Wayne, who actually did it 2 times, which is debatable. The second time, they say it was like 968, a very close number, right? But he was right there, right? Then you had 50 Cent did it with the Massacre, and you had Drake did it with Views, right? Some people debate Drake doing it with Views, but it happened. Whether people want to admit it happened, bro. And I remember the hype. I do remember the hype around. I remember the hype around. Nothing was the same. I thought that had a big hype, but Views did have a big hype too. I remember Views did have a big hype. Views did have a big hype. So I would have to give Views his respect. Views did have a big hype. But can a rapper ever? Let me put that poll up right here. I'm gonna take this one down. It might not be, dude. Okay, I'm gonna put this poll up here right now, right? Can another rapper ever sell 1,000,000 records first week, bro? Can another rapper ever sell 1,000,000 records first week? It'll be interesting, bro. It'll be interesting. I don't know if it's possible. Like I say, for the young rappers, there's only 2 young rappers that possibly could do it. There's no other rappers that could even come close to it. But the only young rappers that even have a chance is NBA YoungBoy and Rod Wave. Could they sell 1,000,000 records first week? I don't know, bro. That might be a thing of the past, bro. That might be some shit we never see again. Um, it would take a lot of hype. It would take a lot of media attention. It would take a lot to amass that amount of attention. You feel me? When Eminem did it with the which one it was? The Marshall Mathers LP, right? When Eminem did it with the Marshall Mathers LP, he had so much fucking hype. Eminem was everywhere. When they did that shit, Eminem was everywhere. People had to pay attention to every fucking thing he did. Same thing with 50 Cent. When 50 Cent did that many records the first week, bro, he was doing interviews everywhere. He was talking. And another thing all of them had, because the same thing with Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne was hyped up through the mixtapes, and Drake was hyped up just through all the features, right? But the number one thing that every rapper that sold a million records the first week have in common, all of them had a huge signature number one single. That is the only way this shit might ever work, bro. They would need media outlets. They would need massive attention. They would need serious hype. But most importantly, they would need a hit of a lifetime. You feel me? They would need the song of a lifetime. Think about all four of the rappers that sold a million records in the first week. What do all four of them have in common? Their biggest hit of their career came from those albums. Lil Wayne, Eminem, The Real Slim Shady. Huge, massive, maniac hit. You feel me? It's one of those songs of the 2000s. 50 Cent, In the Club. You feel me? In the Club is possibly the biggest song of the 2000s, right? Lil Wayne, Lollipop, A Milli. These are huge out of this world songs. Drake, Started from the Bottom. Now we here. Like, you feel me? Like, these are fucking huge hits. These are out of these world hits. So to get that, to make that happen, you need huge out of these world hits. Can a rapper, I don't even know if we had something like that this generation. Can a rapper make something that big ever again that makes the world stop? You know, every rapper on this list that made a million records the first week, they made a song that made the world stop what it was doing and pay attention to them for that 1 week. Like, I gotta go get this album. Or I guess with Drake is the only one from the screaming era that I have to scream this album, right? I mean, it'll be tough to see. You feel me? I mean, I think there are artists with strong enough fan bases, but can that expand? And that's, you have to push that shit to the limit. They have to push that shit to the limit. I want to see it because I don't want hip hop to be a thing of the past. You know what I'm saying? Like, the last rapper that did it was Drake, and that was in 2010s. We in the 2020s now. I want to see hip hop progress. I want to see hip hop keep going forward. I don't want hip hop to stop. And this was like, we already peaked, y'all. Like, it's over. If we peak now, that's not a good thing. I mean, hip hop is going backwards. I want hip hop to go forward. So I'm hoping one of the newer rappers can, you know, break down that barrier and have a huge hit and shit like that. It'd be interesting. I don't look at it like a lot of the older dudes. Like, if you compare a new rapper to an old rapper, it's disrespectful. No, I think it's actually a flattery. You feel me? Because Tupac is dead. Michael Jackson is dead. You feel me? So when you bring up these newer rappers with their name, it brings validity to their name. Because it's like, nigga, we still talking about Tupac 30 years later. We still talking about Michael Jackson 10 years later, 15 years later. You feel me? So it keeps their music alive. It keeps their legacies alive. You feel me? And I don't look at it as like, oh, man, why they comparing these young niggas? Nah, man, bro. I want to see the game keep going, bro. And I think one of these rappers probably can pull it off one day. It'll be tough to see. It'll be, cause that shit ain't easy, bro. That shit ain't gonna be easy. But y'all let me know, man. What the poll said. I'm gonna go to this poll, man. I'm finna get up out of here. The poll, y'all said, fuck no. Those days are over. I feel you, bro. I feel you. A lot of people feel that way. But we'll check it out, man. I don't see the problem with comparing the new young guys to the greats from the past. But finna get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody that came in, rock with me tonight. It's your nigga Delvin's room to the next.